we had a really good stretch there in 2022 and won 8 races in the Xfinity Series. And
I guess for that, that's great.
I'd probably say probably Darlington comes up in 2022. We were able to win the fall race there with Sheldon Creed and Kyle Larson, and it was a pretty insane battle. Also, Pocono here, we raced with Ty Gibbs for the last 15 or 20 laps, and with about 20 to go, he was catching me at a faster car, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to pull him off. But somehow I was able to fight him off. We had a tense battle to the very end. We were side by side going to the tunnel turn from the checker, so that one was pretty exciting.
That's awesome. Well said too. How about for you, Ryan? Which one that comes up over and over what people ask about?
I think probably Iowa.
Yeah.
That one was probably the one that most people talk about. But Noah, whenever I think of you winning, I think of like Martinsville in that truck when you were puking right over that grass. Like whenever I think of Noah,
That's a nice memory.
Yeah, people ask me if I saw, I don't know why I throw up.
Well, you haven't done that for a little bit.
Yeah, but one either. I mean, it's just different when the intensity's up when you're leading these races coming down 5 laps, 10 laps to go, and it's like I just hold my breath and I'm just like trying to do it inside the car. I don't know. I forget to breathe. So I get out and I feel like I just ran like a marathon and or the fastest mile I've ever ran, and I don't know, I just go up.
But not in the car. You don't puke in the car, right?
I did it at Bristol.
Oh, you did? How long was that?
After I took the camera.
Oh, what?
After the backstretch and then Nashville in the middle of the race. That was super awful. I raced already a couple years ago, and then also when I rode the 48 at Homestead, flying for Bowman. I was pretty worn out the day before. So
I think it's hardcore kind of. That's like, you know what I'm saying? He's in it.
I think it was 7 months. That's what I
Yeah.
I know you talked about acid reflux, right? So I've been taking tons before the race.
Okay.
I think him and I both need to go see somebody about it.
yeah, I was good, but then during COVID, we drank a lot of White Claws and stuff during COVID. So I've never felt the same in the race car. My stomach has been acid reflux in the race car. So.
Well, like, aside from the Tums situation, thanks for sharing, man. What's the worst thing to eat, like, on race day when you just will not do it? Or what's the dumbest thing you've eaten before a race? Where you're like, that was a bad idea, probably. It's not just like oatmeal and like,
I kind of eat whatever. There's nothing where it's like, oh man, I've usually been pretty good. The only time where I thought I was going to be like pretty bad was at COVID this year. I went up to Rescue Rush, where Rush Truck Centers. He had a suite, and I ate his breakfast. He had a full spread breakfast in the suite at Coda, and we started out the 3rd stage, and I was like, oh my god, there's no way I'm finishing this. I thought I was going to pull Tony Stewart and Watkins Glen and have an accident, but I didn't. Luckily.
You survived that one. Are you eating the same thing on race day, or whatever's around?
Honestly, for me now, I can't eat anything because I just end up having devour tongues the entire time. So I pretty much just whatever I eat the night before, which is pretty much no red sauce. That'll be it. I can't eat a race day anymore.
We were reading about both of you guys in your hero cards. So this is something you might not know about Ryan here. Did you know that Ryan, by the way, racked up 26 wins in Wheel and Modified? 26 wins.
I believe it.
That's a lot of wins. So when you're racking up wins like that as a youngster, how do you keep grounded when you're just the one getting all the trophies?
If you live here in Lakeland, people keep you grounded.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I just had a lot of fun up there. It was between the Wheel Modified Tour, Racing Weekly. I actually started racing in a modified, probably about, 45 minutes from here. It's called Mountain Speedway in Evergreen. So that's where I first started racing modifieds at Portland Valley, not very far from here as well. So yeah, no, it was just it was a lot of fun, a lot of hours in a car, running all over the East Coast, and certainly love it.
But for you, Noah, do you miss Riverside? Do you miss Riverside? He said he wants to know about Riverside Park.
Riverside Park was in Massachusetts,
Oh,
right at Six Flags.
You didn't race Riverside Park? You were out west, right? Yeah. Well, he was excited about Riverside Park. So that's, you know what he's talking about, Riverside Park?
Yeah, my grandfather actually modified that race there. So I have pictures of me as like a 4-year-old in Victory Lane there. And, yeah, a lot of memories that I don't remember, but certainly a lot of photos.
4. Do you remember the youngest you were at a racetrack as a fan or a driver?
Probably like 12.
Little, yeah.
I didn't go to any races. The first time I got to go to a race was I think Indy 500.
That's a good one to start with.
So my family knew a guy who was close with Alex Stagnon, and they got us all hooked up for I think 2009 Indy 500. All I remember is the dad's root beer car floating up in the catch fence in the floor, but it was pretty hot that day. It was a lot of fun, and that's probably my earliest memory.
That's pretty cool. We had Corey Hahn up here yesterday, and then we actually got to watch the last year's race with Kyle Busch ran him down. And I was wondering what that's like for a driver when you're leading and you can feel somebody coming up behind you. Do you just stay focused on what's ahead, or is it a distraction when you know they're making you work for it?
That's how the race in 22 was for us in Xfinity with Ty. He was a lot faster. You're trying to do everything to not let him draft off you, so you're kind of weaving down the front straightaway, back straightaway, and you're just trying to put him in. When you're the leading car, the trailing car doesn't have as good of an advantage as if the roles were reversed. So if he would have got past me, he would have checked out by a while, but I was able to put him in pretty bad aero situations and hold him off. But it definitely is intense. You're looking in the mirror for probably, I'd say 60, 70, 80% of the lap.
And your helmet is like, your helmet's attached too, so it's not like you can just turn around.
Yeah, you can't turn around. We have a rear view mirror up in the cars, and the Xfinity cars and trucks, and then we actually have a camera on the back, kind of like a reverse camera on your street car. We have one of those with a little like screen display that projects whatever's behind us in the car. So it's extremely challenging to pass in the cup cars, and it seems like you can run 30th all day, and you get the lead, and then you can just air block all day. So it makes it pretty challenging. That's what makes track position so important in the Cup Series. And we see a lot of two-tire stops tomorrow. The guys can beat guys on the road, and track position is pretty key. But it's intense when those guys are running down so behind. You're looking in the mirror for a good sample of the lap.
So like if you're tomorrow, you hear the call for 2 tires, but you want 4, can you say no? I want 4.
I mean, part of you wants to say that, but the other point I noticed that track position, you can have 4 tires, but if you're restarting 28 versus 2 tires restarting 6th or 7th, like you're never going to get to, even if you fell back 10 spots. So track position's everything.
Is the spotter in your ear the whole time when someone's behind you like that, saying like telling you where to go, or is it up to you to do the blocking?
Yeah, it's a bit of both. Like obviously we're behind the wheel, we can control, but you can just see so good out of that rear view camera that you're pretty much looking. You look at where you're going to go into the corner, and then once you kind of commit your hands and turn into the corner, you're just looking at where the car is behind you, and just they're in the top, and you commit to the bottom. You just unwind the wheel a little bit, and drift out in front of them, and they have to get out of the gas. If you arc the corner and they dive it in underneath you, you can just turn out the racetrack and shut off their air.
It's giving you a strategy right now. You keep it up.
This is part of the whole study session we have at 12 o'clock on Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah, you guys are Hey, so but he said that that's how he does it. Is that basically that's supposed to be good for you?
That's pretty much everything we do.
Textbook, no, he said textbook. By the way, Noah's into Legos and stuff to relax. How are you relaxing these days? Are you got any hobbies like that?
I have hobbies, I did hit pause because I got a daughter that we pretty much just take care of all the time. So if I'm not racing, I'm with my family.
So if Noah came to you and said, I think I'm ready to have a baby, what would your advice be to him? Something out of case you
Honestly, get all the sleep in you can right now.
It's hard, yeah. Does travel with the baby here, travel with the baby. So she's in the motor coach the whole day.
She is, oh yeah. No, didn't get much sleep last night.
Really?
Really.
Why don't you just FaceTime her and put her in like another, place?
Because I hadn't seen her in 9 days, so it was great to have a beer and be with them, and I want to spend that time.
I didn't get much. I was at the arcade. It was a late night for me too.
Yeah, but all the other 8-year-olds there, and that makes it work.
Do people recognize you when you're like in a water park and it's race weekend? Do people come up to you in the lazy river like give you a fist bump or no?
Not as a race car driver, but they were like, "That's the local legend surf guy down at the wave club." Not really.
Did you get in the surf pool or you?
Oh yeah, we're tearing it up.
Nice, dude. See, this is all the things you're missing out on, bro. You're doing diapers. He's getting
It's coming tonight.
I'm 33 and past that point. Yeah.
You're gonna go tonight? Okay, very cool. We got some people here that obviously you guys are going to do like autograph signing and stuff. This lady's got a tattoo of some logo. What's the craziest thing somebody's asked you to sign as drivers? Sign anything weird? No, just like regular old stuff.
Regular old stuff.
I know Noah signed some
That was
weird
definitely
stuff.
Yeah.
Any legs?
See, you guys are ballsy getting like signatures and MG logos and stuff. Like, I don't know how you do it. It's wild. I've signed a lot of skin for tattoos, couple prosthetic limbs. Different. I signed a Quaker steak and lube menu one time.
Nice. Do you have any tattoos? Are you a tattoo guy? No. Do you have any tattoos? Would you get your daughter's name? Like no, you're By the way, you still have like a bazillion animals too, right? How many animals do you have now? Go ahead. I mean, you got like what, 13, 14 pets?
It's like, I think the number's at about 15.
You guys want to hear a list of his pets? It's pretty interesting. Okay, go ahead. Give us the rundown. We're very interested right now. We're into this.
We got 3 horses, a donkey, a mini horse, 4 ducks, 6 chickens, 4 cats, a dog, and then 3 pet birds and a house. So whatever that is, people, there you go.
Do you ever have quiet? Is there any quiet?
Andy's got a dog with a teammate too. He's got 2 dogs.
Not much quiet. I mean, honestly, I love my dog. He'll come out to my shop with me, and my wife and I, we have 10 acres in North Carolina, so basically half of that, I'll have half an acre for my shop, and my wife has the other 9.5. And she's the one that loves animals. All those animals have been rescues that she's either seen on Facebook, and we come and grab them. So yeah, I love our animals.
How do you rescue a duck? Don't they just kind of?
Except for the duck. The duck actually was on the property when we bought it. So was the donkey.
You bought a place that had a donkey just walking around? Okay, very interesting. So we're about halfway through the season right now. How would you rate your season so far, though? Like, where do you feel like you're at?
I'd probably rate it a C. I'd say it's probably average. We've had some winners and a lot of different times, some good runs, and then also had some significant movie struggles. So I just kind of embrace everything. Compared to last year, though, it's A+++. Last year was a struggle, but I'm super grateful to be back in that series. And we've got a great team around us, great teammates, Ryan and Chase, Josh. It's a bummer that Seahawks is shut down at the end of the year because they got a lot of great employees that have become family, and their family with Ryan as well. He's been there for a few years now, so the season's it's kind of been right in the middle. There's been some good times, some bad times, but we just continue to try to progress and get better each and every weekend.
That was nice. He said something nice. Do you want to say something nice about Noah? That was nice.
Man, honestly, it's been a lot of fun being around Noah, and he definitely brings the energy to our team meetings. That's for sure. So we've had a lot of good laughs and some good times here at SHR. Like he said, you wish it wasn't shut down, but it's time to move forward to 2025.
Like out here, you guys have like PR people and you have managers and stuff. But at a meeting, if you did something wrong last week and you made a mistake, as a driver, when you're in a meeting, are you able to give an excuse, or do you just be quiet and just like everybody knows the deal, or can you be like, yeah, but my car was this happened, I didn't have any grip, or is it better just to keep your mouth shut and not say anything?
No, I'd say all of us, like, we're pretty honest in there. Like, if any of us mess up, like, we're probably the first ones to say it. And I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like, if you wreck, like, you go on there Tuesday, people have been thinking about it for 2 days. They know you wrecked. Like, but you can be pretty honest and say, hey, I certainly messed up. And I think that's where our group, there is a lot of humility in times like that. And nobody's afraid that, like, they don't feel like they have to make an excuse or something. There's a lot of trust within the four walls and the competition meetings. And
yeah, I was just curious, because you saw the whole situation with Carson and Harrison, and right now in the little press it was like, well, he did this, and he's like, well, he did that, and we'll check the data. Is that a situation where there's just data to back stuff up, or you're like, look, I didn't wreck, the guy got into me, sorry.
Man, I don't know. I don't want a $50,000 fine, I can tell you that. So that's pretty wild to me. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, we all know when we do things like that, and just kind of leave it at that.
The fines, I don't know. You've been fined, right?
I got one.
How does that work? I still am not very clear on how that works. So somebody gets a fine. Is it the team's responsibility, or actually the driver is like?
If it's it depends what if it's monetary fine, something on the race car or something. Usually the team takes care of that. I think it's not the driver, but if you do something like I got something stupid on the racetrack in Road America, and I got a $35,000 fine, and they're quick to get their money. I know that NASCAR,
you actually have to pay it.
Yeah.
Can you pay in pennies?
He
said a check.
It's on the wire. They send you the whole wire information.
Really? And that's it. And so you have to think about it all day. Like, wow, there goes a car. I could have bought a car. Or another donkey. Yeah. What racetrack besides Pocono are you looking forward to getting to this year? Like, hey, that's what I want to get to because I know I can wheel it.
I'm excited for all. There's still tracks in some series that I haven't been to. In a cup car. So like Washington, I haven't been there. It'll be a lot of fun, but really Michigan. I'm looking forward to getting back to Vegas later in the year. It's my hometown, so it's always fun going out there. It's a fun racetrack too, and then Homestead Miami Speedway is probably my all-time favorite racetrack. Running an inch away from the outside wall, kind of scraping it. It's pretty fun through the corners, going 150, 160. That close. It takes a lot of precision and accuracy and discipline to be able to run up there, but it's a lot of fun and you hit it right. It's almost like making a squish in basketball or like a hole wall. When you get through the corner and you really maximize it up against that outside wall and you're on the throttle and you don't hit it, it's a really satisfying feeling.
That sounds awesome. That's a great track. For you, do you have one that you are looking forward to the most?
Yeah, I mean, even the super speedways have been pretty good to our team in general. Or Martinsville.
You like Martinsville?
Martinsville.
But I feel like you're not really a bumper guy at Martinsville, do you? But will you, like,
I mean, if you're second and you're behind them coming to the light, yeah, I think it all just depends on how you decide to do it. You don't want to completely clean them out, but if you move them out of the way a little bit, it's okay, it's nice.
Can you gently, like, with precision, move somebody out of the way? Like, is that something all drivers can do?
It's very easy in the trucks and the Xfinity cars and any other stock car, I feel like, but these cup cars, the rear bumpers are so rigid and you can't like lift the guy up. You used to be able to like hit him and try to pick the rear tires off the ground. Now you hit them and it's like it does nothing to their car. So you have to hit them super hard in the cup cars now to even get them to wiggle at all. So like when you see somebody like hit someone and the bumper doesn't crackle at all or cave in, all that energy is going straight to the driver. When stuff crumbles, it dissipates the energy and kind of slows everything down. So where you don't really feel it, but in the cup car, there's nothing to lose. Like you could hit the ball off the board, like hit the right side up against the wall, and it hurts way worse than wrecking head on and Xfinity car television. They're super rigid.
I did honestly agree with that. I've wrecked a lot. A lot of big wrecks, too.
Confirmed. My final question, if you could share the racetrack with any driver in NASCAR history, who's the driver you would have loved to run against?
Man, I think Mark Martin is pretty cool. You know, I mean that's one of my picks. I just think he's a badass.
It's been cool to race out against Mark Martin. How about for you?
I think just for the history of things, we hear stories about him, but just how intense it was. And it'd be cool to just see one time what it was like to be on track with Dale Earnhardt, to see if he was as much of the dog as people say he was. Obviously, times have changed, and who knows what it'd be like. It'd be cool to do 2 races, one in the cars they used to run, and then one in the car.
Yeah,
not right now. You know.
Very cool. Well, listen, thank you guys for the interview. They're going to get to their signing now. Let's hear it for Ryan Preece and Gragson.